Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode we are in the countryside of Japan in a city called Iga, and this is the ninja town. So it's kind of not so touristic, even though they are trying to do it as a touristic town, but getting here surely isn't simple because it does take the metro, then two trains, and one of them is a local train, and it's a little bit confusing. But once you're here, well, you find yourself in a little quaint town, and it's kind of crazy how many little ninjas you can see everywhere, right?
Yeah, it seems a very interesting little typical Japanese town, and it's themed. You see it as soon as you arrive. It's themed around of course the ninja culture, and they have a lot of attractions around ninjas in this little village. If you love all that kind of martial arts and the ninja culture, you should definitely come visit here.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna have to look for all the ninjas. So without any further ado, let's explore. Iga Ueno, a charming city nestled in the picturesque Japanese countryside, is located about 2 hours away from Osaka by train. Adorned with captivating ninja decorations, it pays homage to its rich history as a ninja stronghold. The cityscape mirrors the mystique of the legendary ninja culture. Exploring Iga Ueno is a delightful journey through time, where the ancient art of the ninja seamlessly intertwines with well-preserved temples and modern life. This area creates a unique and captivating atmosphere, offering a welcome retreat from the bustling city. In Iga, one of the interesting things to see is the Ninja Park. And the Ninja Park is kind of cool, even though it's a little bit cheesy. I mean, we are in the middle of nature in the countryside of Japan, so we can't expect to have something high-tech like Disneyland or Universal Studios, but it's still really fun to be here because they have a bunch of buildings and structures that have been here for a couple of hundreds of years. And when you are inside this park, what's the most fun attraction to do is to go and see the ninja show, which has an introduction to many of the weapons that the ninjas use, and they have a couple of fight choreographies too, so it is kind of fun to see. And also inside of this park they have a museum, which is an authentic ninja house that has a bunch of ninja attractions like hidden walls and hidden weapons within the floor. And then yeah, it is a museum too. So when you are here, be sure to come to this park because it is the main attraction of the Iga Ninja town, and you're going to see some old stuff, some new stuff, some kind of attraction stuff that is made for kids. But in the end, we are in the countryside of Japan, and everything is just beautiful to see. The Ninja Museum of Igaryu, situated in a forested location in Iga, Mie Prefecture, is a ninja-themed park and museum dedicated to the history of ninja and ninjutsu. Set within a park adorned with charming Torii gates and old-style buildings, the museum seamlessly integrates with the tranquility of nature. The highlight of the experience is the Ninja Show, where skilled performers showcase an array of weapons and ninja techniques through stage fight scenes, immersing visitors in the mystique of ancient ninja culture. This engaging journey through time is complemented by the museum's serene natural ambience, creating a unique atmosphere that seamlessly combines historic intrigue with the beauty of the present. Inside the house of the ninjas, well, it's kind of cool because they show us a bunch of little secret areas and a bunch of places where they would hide their weapons, and it is a true authentic ninja house. But what I found really impressive is the fact that they have a subterranean museum, so you have to take some stairs to go underground, and then you find yourselves in a museum that has a bunch of items from the past, and they are original items from that era, so you get to see a bunch of clothes, a bunch of weapons. And I'm not really sure why they built it underground, but it's truly impressive. The house and an adjacent building house the museum, showcasing an extensive collection of ninja artifacts, including ancient ninjutsu writings and an array of ancient weapons. The museum incorporates audiovisuals, models, and static display, offering insight into the weaponry and techniques utilized by ninja. I'm always amazed about how much architecture we can find within little hidden areas of Japan, and right here at Ueno Park, well, Once again, we found something fantastic. It's the Iga Ueno Castle, which started being built in 1585. And this castle truly is beautiful. It's actually one of the white castles, kind of like the Osaka castle back in Osaka. But it's, of course, a little bit smaller and it's part of the park. But yeah, it is really beautiful. It stands right here on the edge of a cliff. And it's considered one of the best castles here in Japan. It's in the top 100. So yeah, and the inside has been restored and it's kept pretty well, but there's also parts of it that are in ruins because obviously the castle is old. But yeah, right here, just in the middle of nature, finding something like this is truly like finding a treasure buried for hundreds of years. Iga Ueno Park is a tranquil haven renowned for its scenic beauty and cultural treasures. The park showcases beautiful nature, but most importantly, the majestic Iga Ueno Castle, situated on a hill at the northwestern corner of a plateau formed by the Kizu River and Tsuge River in the center of the city of Iga. A charming koi pond adds to the allure, providing a peaceful retreat where one can immerse oneself in the harmony of nature while exploring the rich historical tapestry of Iga Ueno. About an hour and a half away from Iga, the ninja city, well, we have Nara. And Nara is really known for its deer park. And inside this deer park, well, there's about 1,200 deers. This park has existed since 1880. And what's crazy about these deers is the fact that, well, they're not scared of human beings. And they're kind of Japanese too, right?
Yeah, we can say that in the way they behave, which we mean by that is that, for instance, they're very fond of the rules. You can notice some of them crossing the streets on the crosswalks, waiting for red lights. So it's quite funny to say, quite a surprising place, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, because you can feed them and it's a touristic place, well, it's going to be filled with a lot of people. So get ready to be a tourist, but enjoy the deer. They seem really friendly. Nara Park is truly a picturesque expanse renowned for its historical significance and the endearing presence of sika deer, which is a species of deer native to much of East Asia and later introduced to other parts of the world. Its name comes from shika, which is the Japanese word for deer. The park encompasses several notable landmarks, including ancient temples and gardens. Visitors can interact with these gentle creatures, feeding them specifically provided shika senbei deer crackers. The shika deer, considered sacred messengers of the gods in Shinto beliefs, freely roam the park, creating a unique and charming atmosphere. Isn't this gorgeous? In the middle of the park where the deers are, if you go a little bit further where most tourists don't dare to walk in, well, here we find ourselves on a beautiful lake, and there's a beautiful gazebo, and it's just very peaceful. So when you come here, just be sure to walk a little bit further because, well, there are some nice little architectural things to see, and on this little lake you can also have little boats and some people are riding them. But yeah, it's really, really gorgeous and very peaceful too. Nara Park, established in 1880 at the foot of Mount Wakakusa, stands as one of Japan's oldest parks. The park's allure lies in its tranquility, accentuated by a serene body of water. Amidst the scenic beauty, visitors can enjoy traditional rickshaw rides, adding a touch of nostalgia. Notable sites include the Ukimido, a hexagonal gazebo floating on the edge of Nara Park's Sagi Ike Pond. Originally constructed in 1994, the successor to the former Ukimido gazebo underwent a meticulous 3-year restoration, recapturing its pristine charm and contributing to the park's timeless appeal. Another great thing to see in Nara is the Todaiji Temple, which is really huge and part of the 7 great temples that were back in the day in the region of Nara. And this is a really great place to visit because they also have the biggest Buddha statue in the world called Daibutsu. And then they also have a Buddhist school, which is really renowned because it's one of the oldest ones. But what's more impressive too is the fact that this building has withstood here for hundreds and hundreds of years and really shows how good the Japanese people were with architecture already back in the day. And in front of the temple, they also have a pond and a bunch of other structures. So you get to see a little bit of an old Japanese town with a lot of older structures. And it is kind of overwhelming to see these deers, to see the tourists, to see all of these people right here. And it's really a place that you have to go visit if you ever come to this region. Nara Park is home to various Buddhist temples, with Todaiji Temple as a prominent highlight. Within Todaiji, the extensive temple grounds feature the awe-inspiring Daibutsu Buddha, a 15-meter monumental masterpiece representing serenity and wisdom. Surrounding it are intricate statues portraying celestial guardians and bodhisattvas, which are enlightened beings choosing to aid others in attaining enlightenment. Beyond the spiritual significance, visitors can also engage in a unique Japanese custom, navigating a tight hole in the wooden beam within the temples. This tradition, symbolizing personal purification and enlightenment, adds a captivating cultural dimension to Nara Park's historical and spiritual wealth. We've seen many shrines today. It's a little bit overwhelming, but here we're ending our journey at the Kasuga Taisha shrine, which is a Shinto shrine that is super duper old. How old is it?
I think it's about more or less 2,800 years. Amazing.
2,800 years. That's before Jesus Christ. That's a long time ago, and it's still standing, which is crazy, but I'm sure it's been rebuilt over the years. But anyways, we're really, really tired right now. We've been walking all day, like pretty much on every day of this journey. And yeah, I think that we're going to end this video right here. So please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.